In this video, we're going to be using Master Soap Creations Citrus Melody and the Blackland Vector with the open comb. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back to another video. I'm your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And before we get too far in the video, I want to remind you that this video is brought to us in part by our good friends at Leaf. Up, the leaf and the twig right there. Remember, care for the places you care about, and Leaf does just that. All right, let's get into the shave today. And I've got some storytelling to do about yesterday, so stay tuned. First, we're going to be using Master Soap Creations Citrus Melody, and I already did this shave yesterday, and we're using a new camera, as you can probably see, and it stopped after 5 minutes, and so I couldn't air the video because it literally cut out an entire pass. I didn't know it had stopped, so we're going to try to correct that today. Hopefully things will go well. Anyway, Citrus Melody by Master Soap Creations. I have been very impressed with Master Soap Creations soaps. This one smells nice, bright. We'll put the notes for you on the screen right there, well, down towards the bottom right there. Really nice citrus scent with a lot of menthol. I like it a lot. This is a tallow-based soap. We'll put the ingredients for you right there. And I have had good experiences with Master Soap Creation soaps out of South Africa, and it comes to you for a great price, $16.99 for 6 ounces. Now on our cost chart there, that is $2.83 an ounce, which is an exceptional cost, and I got this from West Coast Shaving. The razor for today is the Blackland Vector with the open comb, and as you can see there, now we can show you close up and focus. You like that, don't you? I like that. Anyway, you can see those teeth. My, what teeth you have there, Vector. And we look forward to using this again today. I'm going to sort of tip you off. I had a great shave with this yesterday. Matthew Lawrence recommended the open comb to me, so I picked it up. Check out his channel. I'll link it below. All right, enough babbling. Let's get into it. And this is trial and error with the camera. I told you I would be making some improvements on the channel. This is the first one, so it's going to take us some time to sort of dial things in and get familiar with it, because I'm so used to doing things. I've done things the same way for years, almost 10 years, and now we're doing something a little different, so it's going to take some time to get used to. We have a fantastic lather here, which the lighting is actually too much for you to see the sheen on this lather. The brush, by the way, let's show you that, is the West Coast Shaving Honeycomb, which I think is a nice looking brush. I like the design of that handle a lot. But we do have a very nice lather, I promise you that. Take my word for it. It is well hydrated and it is nice. And yesterday, when I was using this, I was struck with how much menthol was in it, which is a good bit. So if you're a fan of menthol, you will probably like this. And if you're a fan of menthol and citrus scents, it's almost a guarantee. If you're not a fan of menthol, you might want to stay clear of this particular offering, because this one brings it. I think he lists the menthol like 9 out of 10 or something. So the Blackland Vector, which we showed you earlier, awesome. It's my favorite single edge shaver of all time. I absolutely love it. And by the way, I'm looking in the mirror here while I'm lathering so I can see. And so if I'm not looking directly at you, I apologize. I'm just trying to see the application of the lather here and making sure I'm getting it on efficiently and effectively. Oh man, that is nice. What a scent. And I can feel the menthol already. So this one brings it on menthol. So if you're a fan of menthol and you've been looking to try Master Soap Creations, give this one a go. It is very nice. All right, let's rinse off the handle because I got a bunch of lather there. We don't need that lather all the way up on the handle. And of course, let's cut that back as we always do. And we are looking forward to doing this shave again. Like I said yesterday, I did this shave, and the camera had a setting where there was a 5-minute limit on 4K. And so you just had to take that setting off, and let's go. Let's get into, yes, that is nice. I gotta tell you, yesterday I was shaving, I was living my best life, I was feeling good about myself, feeling strong, powerful, and then I look and the camera's not recording, and I'm like, anyway, we press on and we continue on, and that feels fantastic. I love the Vector. I can't say enough good things about it. It's my favorite single edge shaver of all time. That says it all. I have tried a many, as you know, and this is my favorite. It has, for me, the best combination of feeling very nimble and being efficient. I think Blackland listed as 5 out of 10. Some people feel the open comb here makes it feel even more efficient. I can't really tell. I think it might feel maybe a little more efficient, but I don't think they list it as being more efficient. Now, one gentleman told me he thought it was extremely blade feely with the open comb. I'm not getting that. I think it feels smooth as silk and excellent. Then again, I prefer blade feel in razors. So this for me is absolute perfection in terms of an Artist Club style razor. So, you know, it is right up my alley and it is feeling nice. It's just really a wonderful shaver. I think now the only razor I haven't tried at Blackland is the Traderi. Now I owned an original Traderi, you know, close to 10 years ago, the original. But that's the only one I haven't tried, and I have liked all the razors at Blackland. Really good razors. It's really hard to go wrong, I think, with Blackland. You know, just my personal feelings. I know JT, the traveling shaver, I've seen him using them a couple of times recently. And I know he's a big fan of the Sabre. He put me onto it. Thank you, Jeremy, for that. But this one, I gotta tell you, is really outstanding. I like it a lot. It's fantastic. And I hope you're appreciating now that we can zoom in a little bit, or at least focus on what we're holding up in front of you. I wish the lighting wasn't so bright in here so you could see the sheen on that lather, but you know, we make improvements one step at a time, and we shall do it together. Oh, let's get some Glen Helly misting in on here. Let's get it. There we go. Very nice. I will do a 2-pass today with residual slickness, shaving on some residual, and that is the stuff right there. That is good stuff. Nice cooling on the soap, as I mentioned before, which is awesome. I really, really like it a lot. Master Soap Creations, I saw Silky, our buddy Silky Creamy. By the way, check him out below. I'll link his channel. A couple of things. Silky did a piece with Fernando of Master Soap Creations, and he said, because they were talking about how great the cost is on this soap, which is fantastic. And Silky asked him, you know, it's great value, your soap. How do you do it? And Fernando said, I'm still making quite a fair profit, you know, on this soap, sending it all the way from South Africa. What does that tell you about what people are charging for soap, folks? Because this one is pretty doggone good. This is no slouch in quality. And, you know, in my opinion, and I'm someone who I think any reasonable person would agree has somewhat of a learned opinion on soaps, having used as many as I've used. And this one is really nice quality. But anyway, Fernando said basically, hey, you know, sort of has the Sterling model of it. You know, I'm sort of making the type of product I want to use and charging what I want to pay, you know, and I'm still making quite a decent fair profit. And so there you go, folks. When you're saying the $6, $7 an ounce soaps, you know, that's well and good, and those artisans have every right to charge whatever they like. But keep in mind, there are people who are making really good soaps and not charging crazy amounts of money for them. Although honestly, from time to time, if it's a really unique scent, you know me, I'll pay the extra few dollars per ounce if it's phenomenal, unique scent. But otherwise, these soaps like Master Soap Creation, Sterling, Shannon's, many, many, many others, fantastic soaps, and they're not charging you $6, you know, dollars an ounce and more, which is painful in my opinion. Oh man, this is so nice. We are having an excellent shave once again today, just like we did yesterday. And one of the things I want to mention about this soap, by the way, is, so I've shown you before my little sample jars. So I put a sample in there, and since the Master Soap Creations soap is not soft and goopy, even though I used a good bit of the sample yesterday, I had plenty enough for another shave today, fortunately. If it had been one of the soaps that I don't use anymore because they're so soft and goopy and they require 2 or 3 times as much product, I wouldn't have been able to repeat this shave because I only brought the sample, and I don't bring a huge amount. You know, it's like maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon or something like that. 1/2 to 3/4 of a teaspoon. So Master Soap Creations, since I wouldn't call it firm, but it's heading towards firm, perfect. I like it a lot. And there's definitely some good menthol cooling. So now's where we're going to shave on residual slickness here, of which there is plenty with this particular soap. And this is just, I am loving this vector with the open comb. I tell you, Shane, he knows how to do it over there at Blackland. It's just fantastic. So anyway, I saw a thing from Silky. He made a video yesterday where he's had a really stressful time at work. So, you know, please head over there and give Silky some good vibes, because he has given us lots of good vibes every single time. Telling people smile, make someone's day. I can't agree with that enough. I love Silky and his positive outlook. Just looking to be positive and just give off those good vibes. And so go over and check him out. I've been going through similar stressful things, as you know, with family health, which is why I'm down here. My mom, her days are up and down as she's going through chemo. Some days are bad. She has no energy to do anything and she's quite ill. Other days she feels a little better. It is really difficult to see someone struggling that way that you care about, that has done so much for you. You're sort of riding it with them, you know. And so I know how it is, and we're just pressing on and doing the best we can. But if that weren't enough, my mother-in-law day before yesterday actually, she was getting dialysis done. She's also going through chemo, and they had to send her to the emergency room right then because her hemoglobin levels were so low. It was critically low, like below 5 or something like that. I don't know all the details, but I'm told that's extremely low. She needed a blood transfusion immediately. She gets to the emergency room at 11 a.m. At 11 p.m., they still have no bed for her or no place to do the transfusion. Why? Because of the Rona. And it's extremely frustrating because there's so many people who just won't take precautions. And keep in mind, when you're not doing that and when you're spreading this, you're preventing other people who are very ill from getting treatment at the hospital. It's just so frustrating. Last time I was down here, Atrium Health, one of the local hospitals, had 60 cases of staff in the hospital with Delta. So it's a rough time for a lot of people, folks. So please do what you can to protect each other, keep each other healthy. I can't tell you how important that is, especially now. Anyway, I don't want to be a buzzkill. Let's get back to the shave and get positive again, but it's rough sometimes. But I tell you what, what's not rough is this shave with the Vector OC and Master Soap Creations. If you haven't tried Master Soap Creations, I know they stock them at West Coast Shaving now. I think at some point they're going to be stocked some other places as well. So I was talking to Fernando about that a little bit. And Fernando's a pretty nice guy. I've spoken to him on Instagram a little bit. Man, what a nice shave. I gotta tell you. Today, this shave has left me wanting for nothing. I am digging it. I could just keep going and going and going, but I'm not, because I know you're busy. And you don't have time to have me yapping all day long, but I gotta tell you something. The Blackland OC, just like Matt Lawrence said, this is a phenomenal shaver. I think Matt put it, he said, you'll probably throw away your standard plate when you get this one. No, I'm not throwing away my standard plate because I love it too. But this one, it just feels a little bit different. It feels nice. I don't know if it gives you any more efficiency. In my head, I think it does. But keep in mind, folks, an open comb razor, just because it's open comb does not make it more aggressive. That is something that's been put out there. There are plenty of open comb razors that are not as efficient as counterparts that are standard bar. It can be a more aggressive open comb, but it all depends on the gap, the geometry of the head. The open comb itself does not necessarily make a razor more aggressive. All right, excellent shave. Let me rinse, then we'll come back and get into a great post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back in off cam. I did a warm water rinse to remove the soap, and then we used our Razor Rock Travel alum, and I've had this one for a long time. It's just a wee nub. Now, no stinging, so that was an excellent, smooth shave. Following the alum, I did a cold water rinse, and then I toweled off with our, can you see back there? Yeah, you can see, Lancaster towel, prior to applying the Magic made by Witches. And of course, this is Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber. Excellent shave today. with the Vector, with the open comb. The Vector, in my opinion, is the best single edge razor, Artist Club style at least, ever made. I love it. Whether you're getting the open comb plate that you see here or the regular one, it is fantastic. Whether it's stainless, titanium, it is fantastic. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it, and it was just wonderful. The Master Soap Creations Citrus Melody, well, you saw the results. If you like citrus, if you like menthol, this one might be for you. The price is right, the quality is there. I still have some left over. That's probably enough I could eke out another shave with it. So because it's heading towards firm and consistency, excellent value. I enjoyed it a lot, and the results, speak for themselves. No nicks, cuts, creepers, weepers, irritation, bubbles, or troubles, which is how we like to do it. We like to do it here. We used our West Coast Shaving Honeycomb brush, and here's our Lancaster Razor Works brush soaking mug, and we're going to finish it out today with Straight Gold Shave Honest Abe, because I just love this scent. This is just so good. If you're a lover of citrus, I think this probably can't miss. The fragrance is excellent. It's based on a discontinued fragrance called Ultra Zest. I don't know why they discontinued that fragrance, because it's so good. Woo. This is one of those that just makes me happy. And despite everything that's going on, I can come in here and get an excellent shave, and the scent just, it takes my mind somewhere else. It takes it to a beautiful place, and that's why I enjoy doing this so much. All right. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.